Don't have that. Definitely don't have that. Pigs in space.
Yeah, the Muppets game.
All right, holy crap, Animaniacs. What did we just see in there? What is up, friends, and welcome back to a hot, fresh, and juicy brand new episode of Thrifting Throwdown. Episode 57 to be specific.
Wow.
And if you're not familiar with Thrifting Throwdown, this is the show where I go to yard sales, flea markets, thrift shops, you name it. Trying to see what kind of weird and wacky stuff that I can find, but even more importantly, I'm out there trying to find video games as cheaply as possible. Because here on Thrifting Throwdown, I'm trying to build an absolutely massive video game collection, one game at a time, and I'm doing it on the cheap.
Now it's starting to make some sense.
That's right, that means we try to stay around $2 to $3 per game here on this channel while we're building this absolutely massive game collection. And speaking of that collection, let's take a look at where it stands today, because we are closing in so quickly on 2,000 games. We're literally just a few hundred games away from that milestone, and I am so freaking hyped to hit that number. And I'm even more hyped to hit that number with you as one of my subscribers, so be sure to hit that dang subscribe button for me. And you know what else I'm hyped for? I'm hyped to see what kind of awesome comments you leave on this video, because every single video I get some really awesome comments from the Animaniacs who are loving these Thrifting Throwdown videos, and I absolutely appreciate all those comments. Keep them coming down below. And while you're dropping a comment, drop me a like as well. It helps let others know that it's a video they might like watching, and that helps to build this tag team so we can have even more fun out here thrifting up some new games. I've got an awesome episode planned for you today, because we are hitting up a flea market, a yard sale, a thrift store. We're going to have a little bit of everything this episode, so it should be a lot of fun. Stick around. Do not miss this episode of Thrifting Throwdown. Real quick though, just want to remind you at the end of the video, you will see my best thrifts of the day, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But I think that's just about enough talk. It's time for some thrift hunting action. So lace up your boots, let's hit the road. It's time for a Thrifting Throwdown. Oh yeah! That was fast. I'm gonna have to get them out of the case to take a look at all these. So this one on the end here I'm curious about. Yeah, and let's see. The next one as well. This third one here. This fifth one right here. This one right here. Yep, you got it. Let me just look. This one as well. And I think that's everything. Oh, actually, sorry, this Sims game right here too, I just noticed. Thank you. I'm just gonna check the prices real quick. So these for sure I'm gonna get because they're $2.99. That I will skip, I think. Gonna get that. Gonna skip that. Gonna get that.
Just terrific.
That was fast games as soon as I walked in the door, but that just means I need to take a few minutes, look around the store, see if there's anything else that catches my eye. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. Not expecting to see that right when I walked in. Definitely a fan of that though. Wow, they have more games back here too. That I was not expecting. Grand Theft Auto 3, Kung Fu Panda, Call of Duty. I don't have this. Guitar Hero 2, Tony Hawk 3 I might need, I can't remember. Oh my gosh, what is this? Atari arcade hits for the PC, okay. Damn, a bunch of PC games too, that is interesting. We got You Draw down here as well. I'm gonna have to look through these DVDs because there might be a few more mixed in.
A few moments later.
All right, this is what I ended up grabbing from back here on the shelf because I don't have them in the collection and they're complete. Most of the other stuff that was up there is incomplete or, you know, just stuff I already have or don't need, so I left that behind. Also, look how many copies of Midsummer Murders are sitting here. I have no idea what that is, but someone wanted to get rid of a lot of it.
Take it all.
Oh God, who is ready for some instant nostalgia? Dinosaurs for $2 on VHS.
Not the mama, 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 not the mama.
You do that one more time and I'm gonna throw you across the room.
Not the mama! Wee! Oof.
All right, $37 later, and we have a nice little stack of games from that Goodwill. It was my first time in there, wasn't sure what to expect, but I was definitely pleased that they had a nice little selection of games. As you can see, I also got some popcorn because I wanted some. But yeah, we have got a bunch of stuff to look at when we get home, so I don't want to waste any time. Let's hit the road and let's see what we can find. Oh yeah. Morning. Well, we found some games instantly. What are you asking on the games here?
Huh?
What are you asking on the games?
Hey, I just wrote that up. Aren't we
Did
lucky?
you?
Aren't we lucky? So anything Xbox One are 15, Xbox 365, and then the Switch ones are 30.
Gotcha.
Because I know those don't ever go down in price.
And do you do any kind of bundle deals on this stuff?
Hit me up with what you got.
Okay.
Streamer?
Not streaming now, but I'm taking some video.
Nice.
See what
My
I find
husband
here.
is obsessed. Are you familiar with Froggy? Froggy Flips?
Froggy Flips? Yeah, I've seen that.
He loves him.
Oh, really? That's
oh
awesome.
my gosh, we watch it all the time.
Oh, that's funny. I have a YouTube channel as well, so maybe I'll have to drop my info for you.
Excellent. Yeah, he's obsessed. He likes to watch all that stuff, and I swear he spends more time on YouTube than
Really?
regular television.
That's awesome.
One of us, Goodwill. One of us, Goodwill.
All right, let's take a look at what we got here. Oh, I love Adventure Time. I'm definitely getting that.
Algebraic!
Fable promo copy. Can skip the Assassin's Creed stuff, I think. Don't have that. Definitely don't have that.
Now, make your choice. Will you live in a dying world smothered by doom seeds? Or will you return to a world of plenty?
And that looks interesting as heck. Kind of want that. Oh, I definitely want that. I need Overlord, I know that. So much Assassin's Creed stuff. What? A Castlevania game? Are you kidding me? Gig, I don't have that. I don't have that. I mean, this whole pile of games is stuff that I like really want. Fallout, Dragon Age, Dragon's Dogma? I've never heard of that. Enchanted Arms with a graphic novel? What the heck? These are some awesome games. I have to grab so many of these freaking games. This whole pile is what I'm looking at right now. I almost didn't come because I was driving by and day one premiere edition, that's cool. Yeah, I was driving by and I couldn't find the place. I was like, oh, okay, I guess they're not doing it today. But then I finally saw the yard sale sign. A lot of Dragon Age stuff. Probably gonna skip most of these, but this is my pile. I'm gonna have to see what she wants to do for this stuff. All right, let's take a quick look at everything else they have here. I've got my arm full of games. So I wanna make sure there's nothing else I'm gonna miss. Although I'm sure like me, you're just like excited to see what I'm gonna pay for these games. I've got a nice stack, so hopefully I can do a decent bundle.
Keep dreaming, Charles.
Oh, we got some cool board games. Look at this guy's mustache.
Hi, I'm Wilford Brimley, and I have diabetes.
Oh yeah, I want to play a board game with that guy. This is what I was thinking when I saw how good these games were. I decided to look through the CDs to make sure I wasn't missing anything, and indeed I did find Wheel of Fortune 2nd edition for the PlayStation 1, which I know I do not have. At least I don't have the 2nd edition. I know I have the original, and I'm pretty sure I have the greatest hits as well, so this is pretty cool. What do you think, Vanna?
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I don't make my own dumplings. I used canned biscuits. There you go.
What you got for me?
I found a nice little pile here, hoping I get a decent deal on it since I'm grabbing so many. Yeah, I actually found this one mixed in with the CDs, so I was like, oh, I better take a quick look.
You know, the kids, they just throw stuff at me, and I'm like, Now, you want to do 50?
I think 50 is fair for that.
With the Switch game?
Yeah, just over $3 a piece. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
We like to get rid of stuff.
All right, holy crap, Dabomaniacs. What did we just see in there? What an awesome freaking video game store. Like, there are probably 6 or 7 in here that are absolutely amazing pickups. Things with great value, things that are kind of rare, things I've never seen out while thrifting, and I am so hyped to add all of these to the collection, especially because we got them for just over $3 a game, which is exactly what we're trying to do here on Thrifting Throwdown. And special shout out to the woman who was working in there. She seemed super cool. We had a great time chatting. Congrats on her kid for getting into college, and special shout out to her husband, who's a fan of Froggy Flips and other thrifting shows on YouTube. So to that woman's husband, if you do end up checking out this channel, be sure to drop me a comment and say hello. I'd love to say hello to you as well. But I think this is a good start for the day, but there are definitely more games to be picked up. Let's take this awesome bag of games and hit the road and see what else we can find. Massive Jeff Gordon pedal car. That thing looks really fun. I would love to whip around in this thing.
Out of my way, jerkers!
What are you asking on the games here?
What in particular? Oh, I'm actually $80 for the whole thing.
Oh, you wouldn't split them up at all?
I would like to sell them all together.
Gosh, I already have the Xbox and stuff, but there might be a few games I would want. What about these ones here?
Those ones are PlayStation's for $10 a pop. Everything else is $5.
How's it going?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, I see you've got them all individually priced already.
Yeah.
That makes it easy. 3, 3, 2, 3.
It's not easy, I promise you.
Pricing them out?
Try doing like 4,000 freaking games.
Yeah? I'm trying my best. You got a massive pile of them, it sounds like.
Shelves. Totes.
Yeah.
Boxes.
Oh, look, you got Game Boy sitting here too. That's cool. A whole pile of DS stuff. What are you doing on the stuff that would be like unmarked? I see a few in here that don't have anything on them.
There is going to be 7.
Oh, okay, so you just know the prices off the top of your head, though.
I do this for a freaking living now.
Oh, really? Are you loving it, or is it has it ruined gaming for you?
No. I mean, it makes it nostalgic, man.
Yeah.
This is the shit I grew up on.
Yeah, exactly. Same for him. Same for me.
It's a hobby, you know. I'm doing it to make a living off it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's fun.
I hear you.
Hell, I'll drink to that.
So I think this is like $18 worth of games. Would you take 15 for it? Okay, perfect. Let me just grab my wallet. What are you doing on the games here?
Boom shakalaka!
I think I need that just for the case. Well, I think I've grabbed everything that I need, so what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $6, I can do that. Oh, it's so jam-packed in here, I can barely walk. Oh my god, what are these figures? Pandora? I've never heard of this before. Also, Witchblade? No clue what these are. Do you collect these figures, or have you even heard of them before? Oh, Farscape, I know that one. Oh my god, this is where I love to look though, back in these like completely impassable areas where you never know what you're gonna find. Like, we got some lunchboxes sitting here. Davy Crockett lunchbox, okay.
Born on the mountaintop in Tennessee, green estate in the land of the free, raised in the woods so he knew every tree, killed him a bar when he was only 3. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
All right, I'm squeezing back further. Oh boy. I remember these McDonald's toys. What is that? Oh, there's a little bear inside. Aw. The newest Power Ranger, this little bear. This definitely feels like everything could fall over at pretty much any minute back here. And there's just too much to look at. Like, my eyes can't even focus. There's like cool figures. There's another aisle I could walk down instead of contorting my body. So much stuff. Just so much stuff. All right, this is a mega toy store. These shelves go all the way up. Oh my God, look at this big Iron Man right here holding the Big Bang Theory guy. I don't know if that's appropriate.
Bazinga, I don't care.
This is cool. We've got a PlayStation demo disc sitting here, but also we've got a bunch of player guides. So we've got Burnout 3, Star Wars Clone Wars. That's kind of cool. Conviction, Epic Mickey. That's some fun stuff.
Can't take any pictures or anything here, sir. Sorry.
Look at these awesome DC comic records. We've got Superman and a Batman and Robin. Those are freaking awesome. This entire wall is full of like cool stuff here. Another Batman record right there. We got the Humpty Dance. Pretty much everything you could want from a wall of records. I feel good. Wow! Oh my God, there's a big dinosaur. That's so interesting. I see that. You got some $1 games here.
Oh, yeah.
Is that this whole top shelf is $1 stuff?
The whole top shelf right there.
Oh, this shelf?
Yep, the PSV games are $5 each.
Okay, okay. Well, let's take a look at what's on the $1 shelf.
And also the middle shelf, too, is also $5.
Okay, good.
And the bottom shelf ranges from $10 to $20.
Okay, good to know. Oh, let's see what we can find in here.
If you have any more questions, just let me know that.
Sounds good. What are you cleaning over there?
An Odyssey 2.
Wow. That's awesome. You don't see those too often.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't.
Oh, let's see. $1 games. I mean, there's definitely some in here that I need, so I can grab a few. What do we got? $1? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, my case is cracked on that one.
Two hours later.
Oh, look, you've got these as well. The, what the heck are they? The the Texas Instrument games.
The console's right behind you in the box.
So that's what play those carts, because I've seen those carts around before, but I've never seen the system for that.
It's $199.
That's awesome. And $1 each on these, like, that's really good.
Oh yeah. My goal is to make things affordable.
It's enough to make a grown man cry, but not this man. Get back in there, Tia.
I see that. Yeah, I went to that other spot in the other building, and it was definitely a little bit pricier.
Yeah.
Shenmue 3. Hello Neighbor. I don't have that one. You know what? I'm gonna maybe grab this. And these are all $5. Oh my god, this bottom shelf's $1 too. Mortal Kombat X For Honor. Even the Atari stuff is cool to see. Do you, you might know off the top of your head, I'm looking for the Kool-Aid Man Atari game.
I do not. I would have that in my personal.
Okay. I found the box for it, and I found the box in mint condition, but I don't have a game for it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been trying to get that one completed for a while now. Pigs in Space.
Well, you know, yeah, the Muppets game.
I didn't even know they made that for Atari.
Everybody's favorite.
Wow. Yeah. Damn, that is cool. I love seeing this old stuff. So even in the $10 section here, I see you've got Animaniacs for Genesis. Like, I think I'm definitely gonna have to pick that up. It's just awesome looking at this stuff, man. But I've got a nice pile, so I think I've got enough for now. I can always come back later. Perfect. All right, pulled off to the side here in the flea market. Just take a quick look at some of the stuff we bought. Got a whole bunch of games here that I picked up outside. I got those pretty cheap. These were around $1 each. These I paid around $3 each for. And you just saw this huge stack here that I got. Most of these were about $1. I cannot believe some of the stuff in there that I got for $1. Obviously, I grabbed Animaniacs, which was $10, which is definitely more than I like to spend. But given that everything else was pretty much $1, the average on that is going to be so freaking low. That is the right way to pick up a Genesis title when you're getting it super cheap as part of your $27 bundle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14 games, 27 bucks. That's under $2 per game for this stuff. I freaking love that spot. If you haven't checked it out before, be sure to check this place out. Awesome little store, and the guy had great deals, so I'm gonna give him a quick little plug here. Jacob, you have some awesome stuff at your store. If you're ever at the Quakertown flea market, you gotta check this place out. But leave some of these $1 games behind for me, please. But yeah, we've got a ton of games to go through, so I think we've got enough for now. Let's head home and take a look at everything that we picked up today. Oh yeah. Okay. So I kind of feel like I've been saying this a lot lately, but this might be my biggest score ever.
Holy shnikes.
Holy crap, guys. Some of these pickups are absolutely wild, and I am so thrilled for them. I'm just trying to figure out how the heck I'm going to go through these with you because there's just so many. Too many to go through individually. But we got so lucky. I mean, we hit up a bunch of different places there. We hit up a flea market. We hit up a Goodwill. We were all over the place. Even that church yard sale where we scored some freaking awesome games that I am so excited to talk about. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to dive in. Even if it's sloppy, I'm just going to power through. First awesome pickups from that church yard sale. Magna Carta 2. What a freaking fun game. Awesome little pickup here. So hyped about that one because I know it also has good value. And then of course, you know, Castlevania. That's one of those series that is so beloved by, you know, just about everybody who's into gaming. I've never personally played the 360 version, so I'm curious if any of you have. Is this any decent? You know, it's not as valuable as I would have expected given the prestige of the Castlevania title, but it's still a pretty nice pickup in my opinion. So I'm gonna have to get that one a case upgrade very soon. Seriously, there's so many freaking, this is gonna be a total mess. Don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. I freaking love Adventure Time, and this is the first Adventure Time game I picked up on the channel. I know there's a few out there for a bunch of different consoles, but so hyped by that. I'm gonna drop an Adventure Time clip in somewhere if I haven't already, because I love this series so much. Great story, great world building. If you have not watched it, definitely check that out.
Yes, sir. My name's Finn, and I'm gonna help you out.
Another interesting thing, I picked up 2 Fable games at that yard sale. This one, which is the limited collector's edition. It usually comes with a slip cover, which I am unfortunately missing. And this one, which shockingly, promotional not for resale copy, but it's also the PAL region copy. PAL meaning, of course, like I believe that's Europe and all that stuff. I think specifically this copy is from Ireland, if I remember correctly. It says somewhere on here, Ireland. I'm not gonna go digging around for it right this second. But yeah, 2 Fable games, one of them from Europe. I have no idea what that was doing in my rural backwater neck of the woods area, but hey, I picked it up at a yard sale super cheap, and I think it has pretty good value as well. So some nice Fable pickups here. Also hyped because I picked up Overlord 1 and Overlord 2. I've never played either of these before, but I remember the commercials for them, and I remember thinking like, man, I would really like to try those games. They seem like a lot of fun. So hyped to pick up both of those together. And then of course, Enchanted Arms.
On the quest to rescue civilization, only his power can save us all.
Even with that arm, you're still only human.
Burn everything!
Stop this! Remember who you are!
I'm gonna finish this!
A mere human seeks to stop me?
With the slip cover, which adds so much freaking value to these games. Unfortunately, it is missing the graphic novel, but I'm going to try to piece that together separately. But awesome freaking game here. I love this style of game. Role-playing has always been one of my favorite genres, so definitely hyped about this pickup. And anytime you see these sort of like Japanese RPG style games, you know there's money attached to them. So as soon as I saw this box, I was like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching goes the money tree, baby. But you know, I'm not flipping this, so as much fun as it would be to sell it, it's going straight into the collection because I love collecting these games as well, guys. So hyped for this one, absolutely. All right, miscellaneous pile here. I don't really care about this DS game. Just grab that to fill out the numbers. Found a Sega Dreamcast game out in the wild. Did not have this one, so pretty thrilled to pick that one up. Even though it's just a sports title, you know, whatever. I love picking up Dreamcast games. And then the only noteworthy stuff in here, I think Andretti Racing is pretty cool. Wheel of Fortune 2nd Edition, I like that because I didn't have that one. I mean, I actually don't think I had any of these, but I had 2 of the first edition copies of that. And then Action Bass, you know, who doesn't love picking up a good fishing game here and there? Plus I got it super cheap because that vendor threw it in as an additional game for me. So yeah, nice little pile of, you know, disc games here. So let's keep going, let's keep moving. I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, I have so much I still have to go through. I'm really trying to rush through this because I know you guys hate these outros so much. Dark Souls has some decent value. Dark Souls 3, I should say. This copy specifically the Day 1 edition, so that was a nice pickup. Of course, I mean, what you're looking at here is the highlight of the day, in my opinion. Freaking Animaniacs. Love the show. I even love the reboot. I think it's so good. And even better, I love picking it up at a flea market in a bundle deal, getting it super cheap when it is complete in box. That is a perfect pickup for me. And then of course, like if this wasn't good enough, Breath of the Wild, what an amazing game. This is like an all-time great game. People love this game and it's going into my collection super cheap. And then of course, one that I grew up with here, Final Fantasy. This is the HD remake, of course. And you know, what's even more wild about this? That is sealed. That is a sealed copy of Final Fantasy for the Switch.
Wow.
Mega thrilled about that. Just one of the awesome pickups in this pile. Like, if you went out and you picked up just this, it would be awesome. But yeah, what can I say? I had an amazing day today. All right, in terms of Wii games, Scooby-Doo First Frights. I like the animation on this one, super cute and modern. Less value than I would have thought, but still pretty decent. I think that's like a $10 game. Battle Rage I wasn't familiar with. This one also is, I think, about a $10 game if I remember correctly. Then we've got GoldenEye 007 and Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop. These horror style games usually have some decent value, so that's a pretty good pickup there. And of course, who doesn't love GoldenEye 007? Like it says, bringing multiplayer back to its roots. I think the last 3 games I'm going to mention here, Simpsons Road Rage. I picked this up at a flea market a few episodes back. It was the Western one. You're going to know right away which one I'm talking about, but it didn't have the disc inside. This one has a disc and no manual, so I just got a completed copy of Simpsons Road Rage and an extra case. And I did it super cheaply. But, you know, I'm also hyped about these pickups because I just showed you I picked this up for the Switch in the HD remake, so super thrilled to be picking up this version of it for the PS2 because I didn't actually have it already. I'm looking at my shelf right now. I have Final Fantasy X Greatest Hits Edition, and that is it. And then we got Grand Theft Auto 3, one of the best Grand Theft Autos. I'm pretty sure this is the one where they switched to third-person view instead of overhead. And actually, I grew up on those overhead view ones, so it was kind of a shock when we switched to this one. But, you know, obviously it was the best decision because it's been one of the most successful game series since then. But yeah, just 3 of the awesome pickups. Like, you can see the stuff I'm not going through over here. You know, Watch Dogs, who cares about that? But we got Shenmue 3, which is an awesome game. And then a bunch of other, you know, nice little filler titles. Sims 2 probably has a little bit of value as well. But as I always say, I need to get this pile cleaned up so we can get to the outro and see where the collection stands after all these freaking pickups. Like, look at this mess I just made. Let me get this cleaned up. Be right back. All right, now tell me that is not a sexy pile of games right there. God, where do we even start? This has been probably one of my favorite thrift hunts of all time. I'm just like looking at the pile here as I'm thinking about what I want to say to you guys, and it's like Enchanted Arms, Magna Carta 2, Final Fantasy, Zelda, Animaniacs. Like, the list goes on and on in terms of the awesome pickups from this week. I hope you're as thrilled with this hunt as I was because I'm exhausted, honestly. We did so much walking around, so much game hunting, so much editing. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is all for one purpose, to grow that game collection on the cheap. So we need to take a look at where things stand today after this wild pickup. I'm pretty sure we crossed 1,700 games, which is absolutely blowing my mind. We are 2/5 of the way. Okay, this is gonna make no sense, but this is how my brain works. From 1,500 to 2,000 games, we are 2/5 of the way there already. So obviously, you know, I could have said anything, but that's how I decided to work that out in my brain. But yeah, out of 500 games, we've got 200 already, and holy crap, I cannot believe we're burning our way to 2,000 games this quickly. And it is all thanks to you, my tag team, my subscribers, my little Dabomaniacs who are out there cheering me along every episode, tuning in for the premieres and chatting live with me as we watch the new episodes, dropping those comments, let me know which pickups they love, what they were excited about, how much they enjoyed the episode, and hitting that like button, letting me know they enjoyed it, and letting others know it's a video they might like as well. I do this all for you guys because you are the fuel that fuels up my Dabomaniac mobile. Between these thrift hunts, between the little B-roll segments, that is all you guys filling that up. So thank you so much for getting me to this point, 1,700 games. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, join my tag team. You'll be with me for every single video game pickup, whether it's 2,000 games, 10,000 games, you will be here for every single one. And like I always say, the point here is not necessarily only to add games to the collection, it's to add them to the collection cheaply, which is exactly what we did today, because as you see, we bought in bulk. There are multiple games in this pile worth more than $20. There are multiple games in this pile worth more than $30. And if I had to guess my average for all these pickups, right around $3 if I had to guess. We'll see how close I am, but that's my guess as I'm filming this. So yeah, awesome little experience here. So thrilled about this thrift hunting journey. You know, just one of many though. There's 50 plus episodes for you to check out if you haven't already, where I've had similar scores, similar fun, just an awesome time. That's why you gotta check out those old episodes if you haven't already. But that's enough shilling for me. Well, one more shill, why not? Check out my Instagram, follow me on social media at @LDabsRayo. You're gonna love it. I post fun stuff, you know, it's a blast. Just go check it out. But yeah, my best thrift of the day is coming up any moment, and you do not want to miss that. So stay tuned for that. Any second now, that's gonna be coming up. But that's about it for me. So until next time, keep on thrifting. Oh yeah. Oh, we found some games instantly. What are you asking on the games here?